So hopefully you guys do enjoy this house tutorial, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel to never miss when I upload. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. In order to start this tutorial, all we need to do is destroy one block, then one above, then one to the left. Then we need to fill that area in with our grey concrete, well, like that. Then we need to count 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and then you just want to place wood in between that area. Then, just like we did there, we're going to do one here, another one here, and another one to the left of that. So as you guys can see, this is what we have so far. Then we're going to go across from here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then once again, we're going to place wood in this area over here, just like that. Then once we've done that, over here, we're going to count 1, then 2, then 3. So it's the same sort of pattern when we go to the edges. So once again, we need to cut out 3 more blocks, 1, 2, 3, place it with wood. Over here, go 1, 2, and then 3, as you guys can see. And then over here, we just need to join it up with wood. So I didn't mean to use that, but now we're just going to join it up with wood. So now that we've done that, this area in here, this grass area in here, needs to be filled in with wood. So as you guys can see, now that that's done, this is what you should have. Now, let me just slow it down so that length should be coming up along the screen. It should be coming up along the screen telling you how everything should be looking. So, now that we've done that, all we now need to do is these grey concrete areas over here. Let me just change the weather. So now what I need to do is these grey concrete areas, we need to build them up by 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that needs to happen for that corner, and that corner also. So I'm going to do that now. So now that we've done that, what we now need to do is in these areas here, in these gaps, we need to place black stained glass. If you're on Pocket Edition, and I'm not sure if Pocket Edition currently does have black stained glass or not, you can just use regular glass. So now that we've done that, as you guys can see, everything is looking very nice and smooth. So you can either use quartz or you can either use white concrete. Me personally, I like to use the concrete because it is just a little bit smoother. So that's what we're going to be using in today's tutorial. So what you now need to do is you need to come to this diagonal point here, and then you need to build one out like that, one out. Well, in fact, let's not just do that. Let's just do what's easy. So we need to come over to this point right here, and then we need to start building from here. So as you guys can see, right from there to there, and then we need to build all the way across until we reach this point here, including that block as well. So all the way until we include that block there. And I just want to make sure that this doesn't touch that, so this is lined up with, so that there's nothing on this area, and the same way for this area over here. So these blocks along here should be taken up by 4 blocks. So there's already 1, so now 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and I think I'm actually using the white concrete powder, so I'm actually going to switch that back, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna start. So as you guys can see, now that I've done that, what we should do now is these blocks all the way over here, they need to be taken all the way across over to this point here. So as you guys can see, this area over here, like this, there we go, and they need to be taken out all the way to this point over here to make sure that they go out across as well. So this white blocks should always be one overhanging this area. So this thing should always be overhanging. So I'll show you guys how that works now with my mod. So now we're just going to fill in this area. And then now that I've done that, as you guys can see, we need to take this out one more time. So of course it all looks smooth down this side, but we now need to add another layer on this side. So one quick layer just like that of white concrete, as you guys can see. Now what we need to do now is this side again, we need to take it up again by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need to fill in this wall again. So now that we've done that over there, we need to do the same for this area. So the same way we built a layer across here of white concrete, we need to do the same along the top. So we need to get our white concrete and build it all the way across on it till this point right here, as you guys can see. And we're going to go across as well. So the roof, what we're currently building now, should be the same length as the second floor. So the second floor, it should be the same length. So we just went around and built that with white concrete, as you guys can see, and the roof now needs to be filled in. So as you guys can see now, everything looks really easy and really smooth, and all we need to do now is exactly what we did on the bottom area. We need to do 1, 2, well, not like that, 1, 2, 3, then we need to do 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, not like that, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, making sure that these 3 blocks do not touch the edge. As you guys can see on here, this point it can, but on this side it cannot, so make sure you do that. Then these blocks need to be built up to touch the roof. So as you guys can see now, all that needs to happen is we now need to get our black stained glass and fill in these gaps, except that gap right there. So now as you guys can see, the modern house is not completely finished, but very, very near done. So what we now need to do is we now need to add ourselves a door. Now, because of the way the house is built, you can pretty much add a door anywhere you want. If you wanted to, you could add a door right here. You could add a door right here. But me personally, I like to add the door of the house right here, just right here. Some people like to add it right here just because they feel like it looks better. But of course, with this block obstructing our view, you can't really do that now, can you? So I know this design might seem a bit weird because of course we built a wall across there, and yeah, of course I didn't think of that at the time, but nonetheless you should just place your door right here and then you can easily enter your modern house, as you guys can see. Now the modern house isn't done just yet because there are a lot of things that you need to do to ensure that this modern house still looks cool. So one of the things we need to do is we need to add ourselves these leaves going around the house to make sure that, you know, the design looks really nice. And now once you've done that, what you can also do as well is you can get yourself some polished diorite or some polished granite or polished andesite, and what you can do is you can build yourself a path leading from the house. Now the reason I say I recommend to do this is because it gives the house much more detail. Now however you want to do the path is completely up to you, but I can just recommend a standard, you know, andesite and diorite path. So, well, not andesite, polished andesite and polished granite path. I'm not familiar with these blocks too much, I do apologize. So you can do a simple one like this where you've just got, you know, 3 blocks like that. It's a very, very simple path, very, very easy to follow. As you guys can see, just 3 blocks there. It doesn't look too fancy, or you can go with, you know, polished granite on either side, which is a little bit more fancy, but nonetheless guys, it is up to you on these houses. So I definitely feel like this house is a really simple one, a really easy one to build. If you guys did enjoy the tutorial, don't forget to leave a like. If you guys have any feedback for me so I can make the tutorial much easier for you guys to build, that would be absolutely amazing. And yeah, the only thing left to do now is, of course, this window is probably completely useless, so we can just go ahead and destroy this glass. So yeah, just destroy these blocks right here. And I do apologize because I probably should have told you guys to destroy these blocks, and then of course just destroy these two there. So I just did that so it was easier to build in the moment. Now of course for the stairs, you can build stairs any way you would like. That's why I always leave that up to you guys, because some people like to build stairs in different places. So that's it for today's house tutorial. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Do not forget to leave a comment down below. Until next time, it's been C. It's going to be peace from me.